coming up on Evening Edition. SIU is forgiving parking tickets if you perform this good deed. Plus, Illinois votes on student-athlete pay. And the Chicago teachers' strike leaves college-bound seniors anxious for the future. Live from Southern Illinois University, you're watching River Region Evening Edition.
Multiple law enforcement agencies were on the scene of what Mayor Guy Alonji called an active shooter and fire investigation in DuQuoin earlier today. Good evening, I'm Jacob Gordon.
And I'm Hannah Frisch. A suspect is in custody according to the Illinois State Police. Police were called out to an argument and disturbance on the 700 block of North Division Street early this morning. State Police say the investigation is still ongoing.
And police arrested a Carbondale man considered armed and dangerous yesterday in Evansville. 38-year-old Antonio Watson is accused of shooting a man during an argument on October 20th. The victim told police he got into an argument with Watson and two other men in the 600 block of West Main Street in Carbondale. Watson is waiting for extradition to Illinois, where he faces a charge of unlawful use of weapons by a felon. The Illinois House voted to allow college athletes to be paid for endorsements or merchandise sales. The plan is similar to one California passed earlier this year, which would take effect in 2023. In a press conference Monday, Governor Pritzker expressed his support for the plan. Yesterday, the Board of Governors at the NCAA reversed course on its longstanding policy and said it would pursue a nationwide policy to allow athletes to earn endorsement deals. Illinois Representative Jeff Keecher expressed concerns the bill could open a door for influence from gambling interest over college sports. However, Keecher supported the bill. The measure now moves to the Senate for consideration. SIU Carbondale's Flying Salukis are hosting a National Intercollegiate Flying Association's Region 8 competition. The region includes teams from Illinois, Indiana, Kentucky, and Tennessee, and the top two teams will get to compete in nationals in May. The competition consists of different flying and ground events that ultimately test who the superior pilot is. The chief judge of the competition tells us some flying events have been delayed due to weather, but ground events continued.
And the aircraft pre-flight event, which is where they take a plane and they purposely make a bunch of things wrong with it, and the students have to go and find all of the things that are wrong with it. They'll like break or bend like small things, and they have to find all of those little bugs.
A banquet will be held Saturday night where each event winner will be announced, as well as the overall winners. SIU's Flying Salukis have won the regional title for 8 straight years in a row. And do you have a parking ticket that you've been avoiding paying? Well, guess what? You're in luck. SIU Parking Division has teamed up with the Saluki Food Pantry to let students pay off parking tickets with canned goods. The food drive takes place twice a year, and students can pay off their parking ticket up to $35. Organizers say this is an opportunity will not only help in paying off outstanding tickets, but also encourage students to visit the food pantry if in need.
It was a pretty rainy day across most of the river region.
Madeline Parker is outside with the first look at weather. Madeline, it rained this morning, but is it continuing to rain now?
Is the rain has stopped for now, but the bad news is we are going to be seeing some really cold temperatures over the next few days. So cold that for tomorrow night, we're going to be having a freeze watch over Jackson County. A freeze watch will be in effect from 10 p.m. on Halloween night until 10 a.m. on November 1st. So while there will not be a freeze watch in effect while the children are going out trick-or-treating, you might want to make sure your kiddos are bundled up because it is still going to be very cold with some high winds. There's also going to be a river flood warning in effect in Cape Girardeau going until November 7th. So if you are in the Cape Girardeau area near the Mississippi River, please be aware of that. Also looking ahead for tonight, the rain did stop, but it will be coming back later on, and the temperature will be about 44 degrees. Tomorrow morning around 7 a.m., the rain will be going away, and we'll be having cloudy skies with a temperature of 34 degrees. Around midday, it'll warm up to about 38 degrees, still with cloudy skies. Looking ahead, we'll have some more colder temperatures and some high winds, but I'll tell you more about that in my 5-day forecast. Jacob?
All right, Madeline, thanks. Today will make 10 days that the Chicago Public School students have missed class as the teacher strike there continues.
Beyond the financial impact for teachers, the walkout is causing particular stress for college-bound seniors. Ryan Young explains.
They locked the gate. Still, no deal between the Chicago Teachers Union and the Chicago Public School System. The strike now 10 days, the longest in nearly 30 years.
I think a lot of the big things, I think I can see where they're going to land, or I can see they will land. But, we haven't settled everything. There's still some other stuff.
I really, really hope that they do the right thing and that they move forward so that all of our young people can get back in class.
For seniors Jose Rivera and Jacob Herstrick, normally their entire baseball team would be here practicing. They are now worried about the impact the strike is having on their early college application process.
It's already stressful enough, so I think the teacher strike definitely adds to that. And to not have someone professionally able to read my essay, it's a little nerve-wracking when I'm submitting college apps with multiple different essays that I'm not fully confident in.
Jacob tells me many of his friends have even applied for extensions from colleges in hopes of buying some extra time. Many seniors have also missed ACT and SAT testing dates.
So for me, what's in jeopardy is early applications, in particular to Fordham. I was recently given an extension to that school, but I don't know if I'll make the extension date even with this because of the strike continuing longer than maybe they even expected.
The teachers' strike started on October 17th, with 25,000 teachers walking off the job in the country's third largest school district. Nearly 300,000 students have been out of school. Class size and staffing are two of the issues holding up an agreement.
These kids have become the collateral damage for this strike.
My hope is the strike ends soon. I'd like to get back to school, get my essays read, meet with my teachers.
Speaker of the Illinois House of Representatives Mike Madigan released a statement regarding the strike, claiming, quote, "The Illinois House of Representatives has long demonstrated its commitment to improving public schools throughout the state of Illinois, including reforming Illinois' school funding formula to provide more money equally distributed to schools across the state. Another part of our commitment has been our effort to support the Chicago public schools and ensure that Chicago's voters, as well as Chicago's teachers and school staffers, are treated equally," end quote.
And ahead on Evening Edition, one of the largest coal companies files for bankruptcy.
Plus, much of California remains on fire. You're watching Evening Edition at 5.